This is too much. This show is... Come on now, open this flipping door now. Charlie is running, okay. They don't even know each other.
I feel like this environment.
Let me hug you guys too, child, because I'm involved.
I don't want you to like hurt.
Why? What are you talking about?
Obviously, it's like since day one, I've been like Mark. Like that's just been it, you know. I can pursue relationships like I came here to do.
Inject
what
it.
the fuck? You're 10 years younger than I am. Like, it's.
Girl, ain't no damn tears coming out your eyes.
I came into this wanting to find someone.
Oh, shut up, Jessica.
I didn't know.
The room, he's pissed.
Oh, fuck me.
Eject it. Do you understand? Love Island who? Love Island where? Love Island why? Who, what, where, why? Please. Oh my. It's gonna be a whole mess, and I'm here for it.
You still feel the same way you felt last night?
I don't know.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Jessica would be a good wife between any of these girls because I know all the qualities that they have. Feeling.
I feel like I should go. Because I fuck with people like you.
What does that mean?
Like I'm not playing this game with you.
Huh? She does not care to look at it. Inject it. Look at her face! You just collected 2 L's for free.
It's cut off. Like it is totally cut off. I'm not seeing him anymore.
I know my worth, like 1,000%. Like I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table.
Get
I know
in.
everything I'm worth.
Get in, son. Get
I'm not
in.
second fiddle. Look,
I am your gift, Janina. I love everything about you.
This show is too much, man. Lots of
You
both
know-
nonsense, anti-box nonsense.
I wanted to tell you something.
Where do I even begin? Where do I even begin when it comes to this episode? They have given us so much content. Jessica is out here just collecting those L's for free. Just collecting them for free. The way she clashes with Mark. And then after she clashes with Mark, Burnett or Barn, however the hell your name is, you're clashing with Jessica. Then we have the whole situation with Cameron and Lauren, which I'm so here for. Diamond and Carlton have seen each other. We have a lot to get into when it comes to episode 2 review. Whether you're sitting with your tea, with your food, on the way to work, listening on a bus, train, wherever the hell you are, whatever the hell you guys are doing, relax and let's get into this because we have a lot to dissect and analyze, especially that last part of this review.
I guess what I'm trying to say is this is something that I've always been afraid of.
Guys cry, and he can get emotional, and I was like, okay, I love you.
Get a bit closer, child. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Murad_Murali. Please do subscribe to my podcast. I want to add some of this conversation now to my podcast tonight because there's a lot to get into when it comes to that. So we have a lot to get into. Wow. Let's just start with this whole Jessica triangle situation. And I just feel like really and truly she went and got way too excited. She felt this connection with Barnett, and clearly, you know, just the name Barnett is killing me right now. But she had felt this connection with Barnett so much so that she quickly wanted to discard, you know, Mark. And she was so confident in, you know, flipping, discarding him. I didn't expect Mark to have such a strong reaction, but he definitely did. And he was very upset. You can tell that he was absolutely furious because he felt like he was somebody's second option, and he stormed out and he was very upset. Jessica did not see this coming and she was emotional and she was crying. Part of me can't really blame it, because if it is a game, if you're feeling somebody else more than one other person, then of course you're going to just sway regardless of however you try to make them feel safe or not. But the gag is when she went to Barnett and said, you know what, I'm here for you, let's make this go, let's truth or dare, let's play a little cute game. The way he shut her down.
I don't know.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Ah!
Jessica would be a good wife, but after my dates with Anne
Was what you call karma. It is the definition of karma, and the way he shut her down was so quick. I did not expect that, because I thought they were going with something, they had something going on, but she was furious. She stormed out there drunk and all, a whole damn mess, let the other girls know that this person's a mess, avoid him. Those girls weren't happy for her. Those girls didn't care for her, sorry. They didn't care for her at all. They were happy because they meant now there is one less option when it comes to this game. It is good for us and more clearer for us. So they pretended to be like, oh, okay, well, we're scared of Barnett, but really and truly, we're not scared of Barnett. We're happy that you are eliminated from this process because you are a clown, and that's what she made herself out to be. And her game plan basically failed. She fumbled the bag. Jessica, you fumbled the bag completely. You fumbled the bag.
Huh?
Do you understand? You fumbled the flipping bag, you collected your L's, and now you can exit stage left. The fact that she went back to Mark now was kind of expected. When Mark was like, I'm nobody's second option, I'm like, yes, you know your worth, you will reject her. But the fact that you kind of took her back is a warning sign for Mark, and I feel like it's quite idiotic, because she's already rejected you because you weren't that best option for her. So what makes you think that she won't do it again if somebody else comes? What's not clicking, Mark? I don't understand. That's kind of irritated me, and I feel like there is a 10-year age difference. And look how quick Jessica used that excuse, because she wasn't using it before when they were getting on well and everything, but she used it so quickly to get out, like a get out card for anything else. She used that excuse and she will definitely use it again. Absolute mess. Moving on to Cameron and Lauren. I'm so here for these two. They saw each other, they ran to each other, they kissed each other, they really liked each other. It was a genuine, proper kind of interaction, relationship, and I'm so here for them. I'm not interested to see the progressiveness of where this is going to go. Are they going to meet their families? What's going to happen there? What's going to happen in Mexico, child? I'm now invested in their situation, and I want to know how this develops. Because at this point, child, I better be the best man at this wedding, because the way I'm invested is ridiculous. I've got a lot of weddings to go to when this show ends, because this is absolutely crazy, genuinely crazy. But I'm so here for these two because they have genuinity, they have an honest friendship, honest reactions, honest kind of, emotions that are present here. And I feel like these two are something that I'm definitely here for. My favorite couple when it comes to this whole mess of a show. Speaking of weddings, speaking of emotions is obviously the key theme when it comes to this particular, episode, because I feel like, it's very bemusing to see everybody so emotionally intense, and I feel like Americans, when they do it, it just comes off a bit dramatic, no shade, no tea, and they're crying, they're getting on one knees, they're proposing, they're sharing their stories. I feel like the sharing the story part to us seems like it's a bit too much, but when you're in pods 24/7 talking to so many people, you're likely to share a lot of emotional stories, especially if you're going to marry someone. You want to let them know as much as they can. Well, not for Carlton, he hasn't told everything, but you want to let everything know. You want to tell everybody everything you know. So of course, there's going to be a lot of emotional stories. And speaking of Carlton, let's move on to this whole situation, because we've got a lot of couples to get into. I'm here for Diamond and Carlton right now. I'm here for these two. I feel like these two, they look good. They look good with each other. They liked each other. There was clearly infatuation from Carlton, the way he was looking up and down. I was like, okay, cool. He definitely likes her, and they seem happy and good. And I can't wait to see what works well for them. But Carlton has not told her about how the fact that he is quite fluid. He likes both men and women. So how is she going to take that? Maybe she'll be easy with it because she doesn't mind him going to Vegas and having fun, whatever fun he might have. No shade, no tea. So I genuinely feel like there could be something going on there where that could piss her off and it could lead to an argument, but we'll see what happens. These two could get into argument. I could see them clashing, but at the same time, right now it's flourishing, it's blooming, and I'm here for this because I didn't think that Diamond would actually like Carlton because his dress sense is a bit out there, but she does. She likes bold men as well. He's taller than her. The boxes are all being ticked, and I'm so here for that couple. Now, when it comes to Gigi now, this whole new guy coming in from Venezuela, the way that guy was crying, the whole box situation is empty for the bow match. Child, nobody cares about all of this. What we doing here? You're doing way too much.
I am your gift, Janina. I love everything about you.
This show is too much, man. This is not Titanic. You're doing a lot. Don't know why you're crying, getting so emotional. All this kind of, it's just a lot. And the way you got on his knee, and she didn't really accept it. So I don't know what's going to happen there now. They keep leaving each episode on a cliffhanger. However, although they leave it on a cliffhanger, they are giving us the drama, and they're giving us the confusion. They're giving us what, the kind of dramatic kind of relations, breakdowns, and people getting together, a mix of all of it, so that we build those bridges with those characters, but then we also want to know what's going on with the cliffhanger, so we're ready for the next episode. So I feel like the way they're producing this particular dating show is definitely very good, and I feel like it's almost too good for Netflix at this point of time, and hopefully I see the UK probably doing something like this maybe soon. I don't even know, but I like the fact that they can speak to each other. Speaking to each other is a main thing. I'm very glad that they can do it, because if you can't speak to each other and it's just typing, it becomes quite boring for us and there's no interaction. I'm glad that there was there. This episode was everything. Barnett and LC, I feel like are a good couple, but Amber broke down and spoke about what she was going through. Could that change Barnett's mind? We don't know, because he seems to be the most popular guy in there right now, because he has his options laid out for him. So I think he'll suit better with LC. Then we have Kelly and her man, and they end up getting married. Child, the way it's a lot to take in, because it's like we're seeing new characters for the first time, then we're also seeing them getting married. So it can become quite tedious if we keep seeing this every single episode. I feel like it can get quite tedious with that whole situation, because it's like, if we're just getting used to as a new character, we don't want to see you get married straight away. We want to see this progression take its time, but at the same time, it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel forced to me. The connections seem real, the emotions seem real, they all seem to be genuine. And if it comes off genuine, even though it's fake, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. You can make it as fake as you want, but if it comes off, if the deliverance is key, if the deliverance is genuine and honest, that's how it comes across to us, I'm not mad. What was Gigi gonna say? The way when Jessica asked about the truth of their game and Barnett shut her down, that really spun my life right now. It genuinely has spun me. Like, it has really taken me to another level I don't even know. This particular show is everything. Best believe I'm here for every single one of these episodes. Daily reviews consistently coming out. I'm here, you guys are here, and let's get crunk when it comes to this whole show, because we need something, because Love Island was just it underperformed this season, so now we need something to really just give us, because we're still a bit thirsty. Like, it has yet to be quenched, and now I'm drinking, because this show is everything. Let me know your thoughts on when it comes to the whole situation with Cameron and Lauren. What are your thoughts on Carlton and Diamond, and what are your thoughts on this whole triangle of madness with Jessica, Barnett, and Mark, and the clashing and all that? And what about the whole Gigi and this guy situation as well? Let me know what your thoughts are. Please do subscribe, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Murad_Murali. Please do subscribe to my podcast. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys soon for another review of the episode. My head is still spinning. Wow, that was a lot.